One of my students asked me about creating boom bap beats. So in this video, I share how I combine multiple samples so that your beats can go from this
Came here, I know why you came here.
to this. Step 1, find your samples. I like to use Loopcloud for my samples, and I'm not sampling a vinyl record or old track. I'm gonna be selecting multiple samples to kind of build my own sample. Found this jazzy, soulful instrumental, sounds like this. I also found some vocals.
Came here, I know why you came here.
One fun and cool thing about Loopcloud is that you can play with the samples before you buy it. And this sample, it's in G flat major. I'm gonna lock it to the G, and then we can pick major or minor, and it will actually warp it and change the algorithm of the sample to be minor or major. So I'll keep it at major. It's gonna go from this to this. Once you have your sample selected, throw it into simpler, turn on warp. Warp mode that I use is usually complex, but you can play around with the different modes to see what sounds best to you. And then also play around with this trigger versus gate. If you use trigger, when you hit the pad or the key, it will play the whole slice. And then if you hit gate, it will only play the slice as long as you're holding your finger on the keyboard. And then the slice method, I'm using beat, and it's being sliced every 4th division. And let's play something. Use the same technique with the vocals. The vocals, they're a little bit too clean, especially if you're trying to make it sound like it's something that came off of a record. I added this chorus ensemble, added convolution reverb. Also, when you're selecting samples, if you can find some vocal runs like this, those are perfect for this style of music. If you ever need me to dive deeper into a technique, or you have some ideas on things you would like to see on the channel, let me know in the comments below. Let's get back into it. Found this guitar sample. I think we can use that somewhere. Also found this piano. Doesn't sound like anything else in this track, but I'll squeeze it in somewhere. We're gonna use Scalar 2 for a little bass line. I have perform and bass selected, jazz 3 as the mode. What this does is, instead of having to play the notes, it will play a pattern for me. I threw Scalar's bass line onto guitar bass, threw some drum bus on there to give a little bit of drive and crunch, put a compressor on here to sidechain it to the kick so that I could have the bass move out of the way every time the kick plays. I came up with this pattern after moving some of the Scalar notes around. And then I came up with one more pattern to make it feel like I was watching a Quentin Tarantino movie. For the drums, this time I sliced it by the transient. I'm just gonna record something in, keep it simple. How's that for me being a drummer? Before we listen to this beat, if you found something helpful in this video, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more music production tips. And I'll see you in the next video. Let's hear how this came out.
Hero.